Greetings and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Monday, 1st November, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, can West Indies still make the T20 World Cup semis? And in our feature for this evening, young sailors representing St. Martin. We'll take this break and I'll be right back.
Nevis, an island of paradise within the Caribbean, has over 35 years of excellence in financial services. Our international financial services sector provides corporate and fiduciary services to a diverse range of international clients, corporations, trusts, foundations, insurance companies, and banks. Expanding opportunities for financial and estate planning is a noteworthy approach to secure financial wealth. Our financial experts are available to assist you on Tuesday, 16th November from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. Gulf Standard Time at the Abu Dhabi Hall, Dubai Expo, or via our Zoom link at 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time. Meet our distinguished speakers, Honorable Mark Brantley, Premier and Minister of Finance in Nevis and Minister of Foreign Affairs in St. Kitts, Ms. Heidelin Sutton, Regulator of the Nevis International Financial Services Sector, Mr. Adhar Srivastava, CEO of the International Merchant Bank with years of experience in global trade finance and banking, Mr. Jonathan Gutman, Partner at Nelson Mullins, who focuses on sophisticated wealth accumulation and preservation planning strategies, and Mr. Colin Dorr, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Nevis. Join us. Learn about our strong lucrative stability within our financial sector. Let us guide you on how to effectively implement sound corporate and financial investment decisions.
Well, I'm back and we start with cricket. India's chances of making the semi-finals of the 2021 T20 World Cup is in its complicated territory after their comprehensive defeat at the hands of New Zealand on Sunday. Ish Sodhi and Mitchell Satner take responsibility for this stunning turn of events, their 8 overs costing a mere 32 runs, while also securing the crucial wickets of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. With Pakistan all but assured of one semi-final spot and New Zealand joining Afghanistan for the other one, India's campaign is now at risk of coming to an earlier close than expected. India went 71 balls between the 6th and the 17th overs without hitting a single boundary. Such was the control that Satner and Sodhi had over this game. The trick was in the lengths they bowled. Both spinners were careful not to stray so full that a batter could plant his foot down and launch them out of the park. They were equally cautious about never giving them the room to free their arms as well. Hitting that in-between spot repeatedly while also targeting the stumps enabled Satner and Sodhi to put so much pressure on India that they eventually crumbled to their second lowest total in T20 history, 110 for 7. With New Zealand's bowlers having done the lion's share of the work, their batters were able to go out and chase the target down with zero pressure on them. Daryl Mitchell then made things even easier, top scoring with 49 from 35 balls as his team raced to the finish line with 8 wickets and 33 balls to spare. Summarized scores: New Zealand 111 for 2, Mitchell 49, Bumrah 2 for 19, beat India 110 for 7, bowled 3 for 20, Sodhi 2 for 17, and so New Zealand won by 8 wickets. So now for the million-dollar question. Can defending champions West Indies still make it to the semi-finals? Well, here's what the analysts have to say. It is no secret that the tournament has taken a sharp turn so far, with the West Indies defeating Bangladesh in Friday's match. Their hopes of regaining the semi-finals of the tournament were somewhat dashed. However, they will have to win both their upcoming matches against Sri Lanka and Australia. Assuming that West Indies finishes on 6 points, here's how they can qualify without the net run rate coming into play. England must win at least 2 of their 3 remaining matches. And by the way, even as I speak, Sri Lanka is taking on England, hoping that England can take that one as well. That includes beating Australia, which they would have done, and winning at least 1 of their 2 remaining games against Sri Lanka or South Africa. Australia will have to lose all 3 remaining matches. They already have 4 points, and from West Indies' point of view, they wouldn't want any addition to that tally. Sri Lanka and South Africa to win no more than 1 of their 2 remaining matches. Both teams currently have 2 points and play each other on Saturday. Well, South Africa won that match. They also have games against England coming up, which means that the team that wins on Saturday, South Africa, needs to lose to England. Bangladesh must beat Australia, since Australia have 4 points. If they lose to South Africa, then South Africa must in turn lose to England, so that they don't move beyond 4 points. If all of these happen, then West Indies can progress without run rates coming into play. To start with, though, they need to keep their end of the bargain and win their 2 remaining games. One against Sri Lanka on November the 4th and Australia on November the 6th. Given that 5 more Group 1 matches would have happened by the time they take the field again, they will have a pretty good idea of where they stand before their next game. My question to you is, do you believe in miracles? Well, I certainly do. We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
For each and every one of us, food tells a story. It starts with agriculture, and our actions impact its journey each step of the way. We have one planet and are part of one system. We must work together to build a better future. We need to reconnect with nature and work as one. Let's rewrite the story of food for a better, more sustainable world. Our actions are our future.
Well, I'm back, and tonight we feature sailing. The St. Kitts and Nevis Sailing Association has selected the 2 best youth sailors from the Federation to represent St. Kitts and Nevis in the 16th Annual Sol Optimist Championships held in St. Martin by the St. Martin Yacht Club on October 30th and 31st. Our cameras were rolling at the Vans Amri Airport on Friday 29th October as they got set to depart. Let's take in this.
Morning. So this 3 years ago we had our first trip abroad for our sailing association. So we took a few kids up to St. Martin. This time we get to go back and see how we've progressed and where we've come from. The only way to really know if you're improving is to measure yourself against other countries. There should be some really good teams there. There's teams from Antigua, St. Bart's, St. Martin. This is a world qualifier for the World Championship in the Optimist class. So there's going to be a very high standard there. There's going to be kids who are aspiring to eventually make it to the Olympics. So it'll be a very good opportunity for us to gauge ourselves against these other kids without going too far, just over in St. Martin. So it should be nice. So we have Skylar Connor and Abby. Can you say that?
Abby just Srinivasan.
Say it again?
Srinivasan.
Abby just Srinivasan.
Okay. And
Skylar Connor.
Okay. Can you tell me how you feel? Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared, but I feel excited to go.
And you think that you could win this one for Nevis?
Yes.
Definitely.
I could try.
So this is Skylar's second time. She's the only person who's had a chance to see this regatta. So for her, it'll be her second time to go back.
Okay.
And for Abby, it will be his first experience.
Abby, how are you feeling right now?
I feel excited to go to St. Martin as well. I feel proud that I was selected to represent St. Kitts and Nevis, or just Nevis. And I have the spirit to win, but I'm not going to make any promises.
Okay, but you're going to give it your best shot.
Yes.
Definitely. Okay.
Okay, I'm very delighted to be here this morning to see the sailors and their coach off to the competition in St. Martin. At this point, I would like to bring greetings on behalf of the Honorable Eric Evelyn, Minister of Sports. Unfortunately, he cannot be here this morning. He wanted to see them off, but he's overseas on official business. He asked me to wish you guys best wishes in St. Martin and, you know, make us proud. I also want to extend wishes from myself and the Department of Sport. You guys are going to be ambassadors of St. Kitts and Nevis, so I want you to go out and represent us with pride. And it's not about winning, but about the experience and making sure you enjoy it. So best of luck in St. Martin. Thank you.
Just a big thank you to everybody involved who allowed us to go. The St. Kitts National Olympic Committee who helped with facilitating our kids get into these types of regattas, and government support. We thank you, everybody. You're a good experience.
Well, we certainly hope that they did well. That's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.